Haazinu is a song, a poem, a song that incorporates the ideas that Moses has already delivered to the people in prose, in speech. It's now formulated as a song, as a poem, because it's easier to remember songs. We sing songs and we remember them, and poems sung around the campfire or taught at an early age remain in our memories. So it was another one of the tools of transmission, of passing on a tradition in its wider sense that includes law and history and what we call ethics, by using this device of the song. And when you see it in the Torah, as within the Song of Moses when they crossed the Red Sea, it is laid out differently to the normal text throughout the Torah. And it uses words that are not used anywhere else. These, to use the Latin term, are hapax legomenon, words that only occur rarely or once within a document. And this shows the flexibility of the language. It shows the variety of the culture. But included in this is, amongst the favorite phrases, is one that's commonly used, Vayishman Jeshurun Vayivat, which most people translate as Jeshurun, meaning the Jewish people, gets fat and then it kicks. It kicks over the traces like a horse or a bull out of control. There are two interesting things about this. The first one is, why is Israel called Jeshurun? Why normally we're called Bnei Yisrael, Yisrael, Bnei Yaakov, the sons of Jacob, the tribes of Judah, Judeans, Jews. Why is this term Jeshurun used? One explanation is that Jeshurun comes from the word yashar, being straight, being honest. That we're not justified as a people by our genealogy, by our background, by our tradition, or by our ritual laws. We are judged by whether we are good people. And that was the commitment we agreed with God when he gave us the land of Israel. It was not to be like the corrupt Canaanites and everybody else, but to try to be good, caring human beings. And it's an intangible. There's the spirit of the law as well as the letter of the law. So giving us the name Jeshurun is reminding us that we've got to be good people. But the most common usage of this phrase is to say that when the Jewish people have it too good, they lose themselves, they become corrupt, they follow materialism, the spirit dissipates. And this is the message that Moses gives throughout his lectures, whether in prose or poetry. He says, I know you're going to go off the tracks. That's human nature. You're going to be attracted by other ideologies. That's human nature. Even by other gods, that's human nature. But some of you will always keep the faith. And therefore you will make sure that however far we sink, we will still be able to rise. The flame will never be put out. And so even though the individual Jew may assimilate and may abandon Torah and give up his Jewish identity, the Jewish people, in the terms of Jeshurun, will always survive. And so the challenge that we as individuals have is, do we care enough to want our children to carry on? Do we care enough about the future of the Jewish people? Or are we merely Jews by accident and happy to throw it off as soon as things get better, as soon as we look and see if we can find a better life or not? That is the choice we have, and that is the warning that Moses gives us, that we may disappear, some of us, but the people will always be there in the end.